It's time for the KQEG TV High School Game of the Week. Tonight, crosstown rivals, the Central Red Raiders and the Aquinas Blue Golds. The KQEG TV High School Game of the Week is made possible by our sponsors, like Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning. Your comfort is their business on Southwest 2nd Avenue in Onalaska. Schumacher Kish Funeral and Cremation Services in La Crosse, La Crescent, and Onalaska. Boyer's Furniture, quality furniture at affordable prices on South Avenue, La Crosse. The University of Wisconsin La Crosse. Surround yourself with distinction. Surround yourself with UW La Crosse. Fiesta Mexicana. For great Mexican food, make it a fiesta at Fiesta Mexicana. Mormon Coulee Road on the south side of La Crosse. Blaschke Schneider Funeral Home, serving the Coulee region since 1929. Battery Mart, with batteries for your car, boat, ATV, motorcycle, even your snowblower. Battery Mart. Bacalar Sausage, making quality sausage products since 1935. The Arterial Bar and Grill at 16th and Jackson, La Crosse. Tri-State Business Machines, your #1 choice for office equipment in Onalaska. And by Castle Realty. To buy or sell your home, experience the commitment at Castle Realty. Now let's go down to the field and the KQEG TV broadcast team, Rick Wilson and Terry Erickson. It's time for the KQEG TV. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to UWL. Tonight, it's an MVC standoff between two rivals right here in the city. The Central Red Raiders take on the Aquinas Blue Golds tonight. Rick Wilson, along with Terry Erickson, to bring you tonight's game. Terry, this Central's coming in here looking pretty snazzy from what I've seen so far. They've got a powerful offense. Aquinas has really had a tough time so far. They're 1-2. Is this kind of a David and Goliath kind of situation here tonight?
So we start out with a biblical reference. Just in case you're wondering, in my younger years, I was a Sunday school teacher for many, many years. So I know that story very, very well.
Good.
Actually, this is, I don't know about a David and Goliath. It's a game that's going to be interesting. I call it a character game. Why? Simply this. Because Central was upset in their minds last week.
Very close game.
In a close game. Holman didn't think it, but Central thought they should have won the game, down 21-0 at the end of the first quarter, and then battled back and really outscored Holman in the second, third, and fourth quarters before losing 30-27. Character game for Aquinas? Indeed. Yeah. We were here to watch them beat Pacelli on their opening game. Huge win. And then last week got behind 35-8 at halftime, and then could never crawl out of that hole.
Couldn't quite get there.
No, and got beat soundly by Onalaska 52-8.
Yeah. So, tonight, and I'm just looking at some of the stats here. Central is averaging 415 yards a game of offense. The Aquinas Blue Golds 208.
The disparity is obvious. The disparity in talent and so on, which we'll talk about. Breaking news from this week, which may or may not have a huge impact on this game.
Okay.
Johnny Davis, accounting for 800 yards, 8 TDs with his arm, 274 and 6 TDs with his legs.
Yes.
Out for the game.
Johnny Davis is out?
Out for the game.
What happened?
In crutches, as we will see when Central arrives on the field.
Did that happen at the game last week?
I think the initial contact, the initial injury was on that block punt. You remember that?
Yes.
And then I just think it's more precautionary than anything. I don't think it's serious. I don't think it's more than just this game. But I'm not on the medical staff.
Yeah.
And then
who'll be at quarterback?
Then that will be the key. It will, like in the service corps, next man up. I'm told that Trevor Van Egtern will be the quarterback. I looked at his stats. He hasn't thrown a pass. And so that will be somewhat interesting. Well, there may be several other people playing quarterback. We'll have to see when the game unfolds. The other breaking news from the week, Quentin Trisoni will not play. At least I'm told that. And I think their best defensive back, Zach Fellins, may not play. So,
really?
3 key players. Will that have an effect? Well, Aquinas coming out. We set off that big loss to Onalaska.
Yeah.
Bryce Lee injured in the game we saw against Pacelli. Still not 100%. Will that be a factor? I think he'll still be there. They gave Onalaska the short field much too often in that game. This will be, as you said, David and Goliath, but based on what I just told you, there may not be quite that difference in terms of skill level, but that will be an interesting thing to see unfold.
What about now DeAndre Davis? We saw him get injured in the last game that we watched when Central played Holman. Is he okay? Will he play today?
I have him down on my spotting sheet, and again, we don't have SIDs at these schools. I have him down starting, so I don't think he will be out of the game at all. But there'll be some other people too. We'll have to catch their numbers in the backfield, because I think Central will try and do something they haven't done for a long time, and that's establish the running game more than what they've done in the past. But when you look at these two teams in terms of comparisons, Rick, you know, the game used to be the Central bulldozing running game, single wing, double wing, with Mike Anderson, who was on our show this past week, Tony Krisnovich, and a lot of those previous coaches, versus Central's running game with guys like Marv Samatano and a lot of other coaches, Mashuda, Reinders, Coughlin. They really ran the ball. Now everyone's gone to, at all levels, the more contemporary offense, which is spreading the field.
Spread offense, yeah.
Spread 2x2, 3x1, 4x0, whatever it is, to kind of open up seams vertically to run and take advantage of speed and athleticism. Do both teams have people that can run in space and speed and talent and athleticism? Absolutely.
Well, we'll be keeping an eye on Lee on the Aquinas side. Aiden Lee had a pretty good couple of runs against Pacelli. He's averaging about 91 yards a game, 7 yards per carry. He's got 3 touchdowns under his name so far this year. That's pretty good for that young man.
He was our player of the game, by the way, in the Stevens Point team, because he had 4 touchdowns in that game and 200 yards.
So, sophomore, only a 5'9" sophomore, but good ball carrier, does very well. And of course, Gavin Wetzel, the quarterback for the Blue Golds, we'll keep an eye on him. He's averaging about 135 yards a game in the air. However, I've got him down with 7 interceptions so far this season. Yeah,
and 4 touchdowns, 405 yards. He was our other player of the game in the Pacelli. I thought he had poise and pocket presence and all the things that quarterbacks do. And you're right, those are 2 key members of the offense, in addition to Brandon Murfeld, who I think is the key focal point, key weapon for the Blue Golds coming into this game. 16 catches, 300 yards, 5 TDs, 3-sport athlete. He can do about anything.
Well, Aquinas lost to Prairie du Chien, 36-14. Then they beat Pacelli, 44-14. And then last week, of course, the Onalaska game, 52-8. A real drubbing. But that Onalaska team is always very good.
Are they ever? And they're getting better and better. And that's that's a trite comment necessarily, but they play at Logan tonight, so I'm interested in how that game is going, and we should get quarter scores to pass along to our viewers.
I would think so. All right, well, it looks like we're just about ready for the Star Spangled Banner here, folks. It is Aquinas Fest is going on, and I hear they're going to be announcing a $10,000 winner, I think, either at halftime or sometime tonight anyway. I don't think it's going to be me. Maybe it'll be you, Terry.
I bought a $5 raffle ticket.
There you go. Wouldn't that be something if it was you? That'd be exciting. We'll take a break here, and we'll be back in just a little bit, everybody. The game will kick off in just a few minutes, so don't go away. It's Central.
No matter where you are, it's easy to find Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning.
Schneider Heating, La Crosse.
Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning. Here you are.
Right now, get over $1,700 in rebates and utility credits with your new Carrier Infinity Heating and Cooling System.
Call or visit us online to ask more about our Gold Star Maintenance Program.
Schneider Heating, West Salem.
Schneider Heating around West Salem. Here you go.
Turn to the experts, Carrier and Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning.
No matter where you...
There's no place like La Crosse, Wisconsin, with the river and the bluffs.
Academic success, athletic success. All of our programs are doing really well right now.
Coming out here and playing my first conference game, I had a bunch of goosebumps, I had chills, I was excited, I was nervous. I felt every emotion that, you can feel.
College, when you think of what that experience is and the growth as a person and as a student and as an athlete, there's no place like UW La Crosse.
Join the party at the Arterial Bar and Grill. See the new look and fun atmosphere. This is the place where people come for a delicious meal and to reconnect with friends. Friday night, try their fish. Saturday night, slow roasted prime rib. Wednesdays, get a basket of wings for just $2. Choose from 13 different sauces. Appetizers like nachos or quesadillas, onion rings, or cheese curds. Breakfast on Saturday and Sunday from 8 to 2 p.m. The Arterial, a lacrosse tradition for over 75 years. Why not make it yours? Join the party. Welcome back, everybody. Rick Wilson and Terry Erickson at UWL tonight for the Central versus Aquinas football game. The Aquinas Blue Golds being introduced as a team, and Holman Vikings also introduced as a team tonight.
My favorite spot in a press box, especially when it gets colder. My favorite field, Roger Herring Field.
Yep.
My favorite partner, Rick Wilson.
Right. Thank you.
And actually my favorite crew working this game. Why do I say that?
Wow.
Because the last couple of games, Rick, I don't think we've seen the best side of officiating. In this game, Bill Leonard, Mark Dowell, Dan Braun, Paul Laxton, Jim Dulce. I expect guys that are going to be on top of things, hustle to their spots, make the right calls, be definitive, and do a nice job.
All right, well, let's hope that's the case tonight. Because you're right, we have seen a few questionable calls, I think, in the first 3 games or so that we did.
Is it easy to be critical? Of course. Yeah. But we have seen officials that I don't think have been up to the standards that we expect from coaches and athletes. And I think you agree.
I agree. Well, it looks like Central will be kicking off tonight, and back deep for the Blue Golds is Mason Viner and Brandon Murfeld to return the ball.
Murfeld dangerous in space. Viner too. A lot of people, who's this Viner kid? Oh boy, he's got more skills than people think. So this will be interesting. And if you missed the pregame, some changes here in the lineup. We'll try to catch that for you, but this might be a better game than people thought.
Trevin Van Echtern kicking off. Here we go. Kind of a ground ball. It's headed for the out of bounds, and it goes out of bounds before their Central's able to get to it. Although that was David Hayden going after it big time. He was trying to catch that before it went out of bounds.
Never underestimate the heart of David Hayden. Now, where will they put the ball? Because last week in a game we worked at Swanson Field, West Salem's home away from home, they didn't put the ball in the right spot.
No.
So let's see if they
see where they put it today. They're marking it at the 31, but see where they put it. Well, they're bringing it out. Looks like they're going to put 5 yards on it.
Aquinas in their spread offense. Steve Kramer, the offensive coordinator. And again, the contemporary offense, the spread.
And there it is on the 36-yard line. So 1st and 10 for the Blue Golds. And that's Wetzel in command for him out of the gun. He'll hand it off, and gets nailed in the backfield right away.
Well, that's dangerous. Tristan Johnson, a starting defensive lineman, a junior, the first guy to meet him, and right away the message is sent by the Red Raiders, like, we are going to intimidate.
Yep, Aiden Lee, the ball carrier, doesn't get too far that time.
Aiden Lee, our player of the game a couple weeks ago, only a sophomore. What a plus he is.
Spread offense again, trips to the left side, single receiver to the right. They fake to Lee, and Wetzel tries to keep it, but he's met by 3 white shirts there.
Yeah, he was number 64, Caden Hansen, another one of those defensive linemen, Rick, right there to get him. We'll hear a lot about Hansen and Goodwin and Tristan Johnson, that front 3 for defensive coordinator Ryan Bott.
3rd down and about 15 now for the Blue Golds. Again, same formation. They'll spread it out, trips to the left. Wetzel looking for a receiver, finds Lee. Lee's on the run. He's picking up some yards, about 10, 12 yards on that play, but not enough for a 1st down.
Aiden Lee is favorite target out of the backfield. Now, if the Red Raiders are going to be so intimidating and put pressure on Wetzel, he's going to have to throw quickly out of the pocket.
4th down and about 5 now for the Blue Golds. They're going to have to kick. There's the snap, and it picks it up on a bounce, but he gets it away. And it's going to look like it'll hit at about the 30, then stopped at the 29-yard line. Good hang time.
Good hang time and good bounce. So
Taylor Service grabs it and puts it down there.
well, let's
So
see.
here come the Raiders now.
Yeah, Red Raiders. Let's see what they do with.
See who's going to quarterback. Huh?
Yeah, we'll
Looks
see.
like Van Egtern.
I was told Van Egtern will be the starting quarterback. Sure enough.
And they'll run right away with 5 receivers out and an empty backfield. 4 to the left, 1 to the right.
1st and 10 for the Red Raiders.
So that's the formation we remember from that Holman game. So let's see what how they're going to start with this. Van Egtern.
3-by-1 and an empty backfield.
He's going to run with it. He's got some room to go too. He'll get the first down.
One of the biggest skills for Johnny Davis was running the ball. And what do we see from Van Egtern right away? Aiden Lee coming up from a defensive backfield spot and making the hit. Kevin Colburn, the offensive coordinator for the Red Raiders.
4 receivers to the left side, 1 to the right. Out of the gun now. Snap. Looking downfield. He's going for a whole bunch of it. Got a man. Was he in bounds?
Yeah, no, he wasn't. Good call by
they're going to say he's out of bounds.
Dan Braun. Good call trying to get to Jordan Davis right away. 6'5" junior, 13 catches, 263 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
And Davis would have had it, but it was a little bit out of bounds. So 2nd down and 10 now for the Raiders. Ball on the 40-yard line.
Doesn't appear they're going to do much running, at least in this series, with an empty backfield, huh?
Well, they started out with a run.
Yeah, by the
Van
quarterback.
Egtern,
I don't know if he ran, if it was designed or he just saw a gap and ran through it.
There's the snap. Now he throws it out in the flat, and he's got his man, Jamar Davis. He'll pick up about 3 yards on the play, it looks like. He'll bring up 3rd down.
Jamar Davis tried to use that bubble screen to get some good yardage. Good tackle by Jake Salvadelli. Came to camp going to be a quarterback, but has an injury, and so that's why he's not playing on the offensive end. Jamar Davis, 17 catches, 200 yards, 2 touchdowns for that 6-foot senior.
3rd down and 7 now for the Raiders. Blue Golds with a 3-man defensive front here. Here's the snap. Van Egtern's going to run with it. Got a hole, and I think they're going to bring him down just shy of the 1st down.
Yeah, because number 24, Max Gulger, was there, only 5'9", 165-pound senior.
It's going to bring up 4th and 1 for the Raiders.
4th and 1 with the ball at Central's 49-yard line.
Showing some confidence here in that first possession, saying we're going for it.
Van Egtern now with 4 receivers to the right this time, 1 to the left. He's going to try and carry it again. And look at Bryce Lee. Holy smoke. He's holding one man and grabs the quarterback with his other hand.
Yeah, that's a play of the day right there.
Holy smoke, right there.
Now, empty backfield, 4th down and 1. Is it a predictable quarterback draw? And the answer is
yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So why not put a back or 2 in the backfield?
But
right?
It's interesting that if Bryce Lee would have missed him, he'd have had that. But Bryce reached out with that big arm of his and just hugged him to him and held him, kept him from getting the 1st down.
All right. Well, Aquinas with a big stop here in the first quarter, huh?
Well, let's see what they can do now. They'll put trips out to the right side, single receiver left, single back. That's Aiden Lee in the backfield. They'll go to Lee. No, they fake to Lee. Wetzel trying to run with it, but nowhere to go.
Going to be difficult to find that alley. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
The way the Red Raiders pursue. That time Jacob Service, who leads the team in tackling, made the hit. Service with 24 tackles, all conference last year. That son of Tony Service.
Loss of 1 on the play. 2nd down and 11. The snap, Wetzel looking down. No, he's going out the flat. There's Lee. Lee's got some running room. He'll get the 1st down and taken out of bounds at about the 37-yard line.
Yeah, that's the play we talked about before. They had so much success against Pacelli, just throwing that pass out of the backfield. DeAndre Davis making a hit, not until a 1st down by Aiden Lee.
Well, if you could get it to Lee, and if he's got some room to run, he's a fast runner, I'll tell you.
That swing pass is certainly an effective part of the Blue Gold offense.
1st and 10. They go to Lee, up the middle this time. He'll maybe get 2 yards. No, I think they're going to mark it a yard.
Right into the teeth of the Red Raider defense. Number 60, Ben Goodwin, making the hit.
DeAndre Davis is out there, by the way. We talked about him in the pregame, whether or not he was going to be playing tonight, but he is on the field. So
interesting news too. A.C. Riley, who hasn't played a game all season, the 5'10 senior, will be playing tonight too. Number 28.
There's the snap to Wetzel. He's going to keep it. Got some room to run, and he'll pick up maybe 4 yards on the play.
Just a strong tackle too by number 28. Coming up,
Riley.
that's A.C. Riley. Mention his name, and there he is. First game, must be fresh, huh? Kind of a rugby-style hit. Now, you don't teach tackling anymore with your helmet. You teach it with your shoulders, kind of like the Seattle Seahawks teach.
About 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6 for the Blue Golds now. Wetzel fades back. He's going to have to run. He's got pressure, that's for sure.
Yeah, under some pressure, trying to get away from the outstretched arms of number 25, Darius Driver. Driver slowed him down. His teammates helped him out.
4th down and about 4.
Davis, Service, Riley, Darius Driver, Andrew Tepp, part of that linebacking core for the Red Raiders.
Well, Blue Golds will go for it. Nah, they're in 4-down territory. That's not unusual. Wetzel finds his man. He's got the first down, and then some, down to about the 12-yard line, it looks like.
And you know what? If we replayed that, we'd focus in on number 72, Bryce Lee. Just pancaked a white jersey and got Aiden Lee for that first down.
Mason Viner was the ball carrier.
Mason Viner.
Yep.
Yeah, that was my reluctance. But anyway, the block.
Yeah.
The key block was Bryce Lee. Mason Viner showing some ability to escape.
1st and 10 now for the Blue Golds. Ball on the 12 as they convert that 4th down.
Good play call by Steve Kramer, the OC.
Lee in the backfield. There's Wetzel. He'll hand it off to Lee. Lee up the middle. Still on his feet. He'll get maybe 2 yards on the play. They'll give him some forward progress on that.
Alex Wallin with a good block, too. That offensive line needs to really play in this game. DeRoot and Comey and Meadow and Langsberg and Bryce Lee.
Make that a 2-yard gain on the play, so it is
2nd down and 8 for the Blue Golds.
Hayden,
ball on the 10.
Hayden and DeAndre Davis, Van Egtern, Max Pop, part of that defensive secondary for the Red Raiders.
Salvadelli in motion. There's the handoff to Lee. He gets hit right away. Taken down quickly by number 24, Tristan Johnson.
His 2nd solo tackle early in this first quarter.
Not too surprising, though. Johnson leads the, well, I take that back. Service leads him in tackles right now, but Johnson's right up there, too.
He is 6'1" junior. Does a nice job of keeping his shoulders square, disengaging from the block.
3rd and 10 now for the Blue Golds. Salvadelli in motion. There's the snap to Wetzel. Looking for a place to go with it, but nope, he's not going to pick up more than a yard on that one.
Salvadelli in motion to provide a little more blocking on that right side, but didn't get the yardage that the Blue Golds wanted. Service again, his 2nd tackle in the first quarter.
4th down. So, do we try a field goal? I don't know if they have a kicker, really.
It appears they don't.
No, they don't. Well, they're going to go for it. Watch him push it into the end zone here for that little fade into the corner maybe. Salvadelli in motion. Snap to Wetzel. He'll fade. There's the throw. Picked off. Picked off in the end zone by Hayden, and he runs it back to the 30, the 35, the 40. This could be a pick 6. Wetzel, the last man, slows him down, and he gets some of the other Blue Golds to bring him down. So they'll take him down at about the 27-yard line of the Blue Golds.
Yeah, David Hayden gets lost in all these other athletes on both sides of the ball, but he showed right there his instinct, playing that free safety, his ability to get to the outside, and his speed. And if it wouldn't have been for Wetzel, 6 points for the Red Raiders.
About a 67-yard run there for Hayden.
Hayden got lost in the shuffle during the basketball season too, but he did more than people ever appreciated. And he was on our show a couple weeks ago too, David Hayden.
Yeah, 1st and 10 for the Raiders now. Ball's on the 27, 28-yard line of the Blue Golds. There's the snap. Egg turn out to Davis. Davis finds himself a little bit of room. They'll pick up about 6-7 yards on the play.
Trying to get that convoy and get to the end zone. Tackled by number 23. Ethan Roop, the sophomore. Lots of young players on the roster here for the Blue Goals.
Second down and about 1, 2, 3 it looks like. Maybe 3.5.
We mentioned last time we had the Blue Gold game, that this is their last year in the Mississippi Valley Conference.
Yeah. Could be independent next year.
Yeah, we hope the inter-city games continue.
Agturn will keep it this time. We'll get it down to about the 15-yard line, so another first down for the Raiders.
Yeah, but a pretty vicious tackle by number 8, too, coming up, Gavin Wetzel. But got to be careful of that boy. He's got the keys to the kingdom, you know, playing quarterback. Remember that old fairy tale, Keys to the Kingdom?
Keys to the Kingdom? Yeah, okay. 3 minutes, just about 3 minutes left in the first quarter here. 1st and 10 for the Raiders, ball on the 15. Now they do split backs in the backfield with receivers right and left still. Van Agturn at the quarterback position. He fakes the handoff and options it out. He's going to get it all the way down to about the 2-yard line. That was Peter Fleming carrying the ball.
Oh, I'm high on Peter Fleming. I don't think he's carried the ball enough. Did in Eau Claire in the game we covered against North. Haven't used him much since, but he's a guy that's able to do some damage either inside or on the edge.
Well, they're certainly threatening now. 1st and goal. Ball's on the, looks like the 1-yard line.
Wetzel again on that tackle.
And Agturn rolls out, looks for blockers. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Central.
And his speed just really beat the Aquinas defenders. Max Gallagher tried to catch him, but nope. Kind of a little reverse pivot, a spin, something we haven't seen before. Touchdown.
Touchdown. 6-0 Central, and they'll see if they can put some extra points up here. Let's see, are they going to run it or kick it?
Well, they're a kicking team, so let's. No, it doesn't appear like it.
It looks like they're going to go for 2. Yep, they'll put dual backs again in the backfield. The snap, Van Agturn into the corner. Throws it up and it gets caught. Jordan Davis pulls it in and picks up an extra 2. So 8-0 our score here from UWL as the Central Red Raiders take the lead. We'll take a break and we'll be back with more right after this. Stick around.
You know that Boyers is a small family business.
That doesn't mean it's not fully staffed. Here's our sales department.
Purchasing department.
Delivery and setup.
Warehouse crew.
Quality control.
Advertising.
We've got the best in sales, service, and selection. Come on down and check out Boyer's Furniture.
You know that
Mix 96, today's best music mix. Good morning. Van McNeil, More Music Morning Show is on the air.
Hello, Ryan Seacrest here, Mix 96.
Are you ready for it?
Hey, it's Reed Magnum with Mix 96. Taylor Swift, here we go.
This is Pop Crush Nights. I am Lisa Page. The moment that I've been talking about all week, I'm sure you're so over me mentioning the Chainsmokers, but hi, Alex and Drew are on the line right now.
96.1. Welcome back, everybody. Rick Wilson along with Terry Erickson. 2 minutes, 41 seconds left in the first quarter here. Our score 8-0. The Raiders in the lead and about to kick off. Back deep for the Blue Golds, Mason Viner and Brandon Murfeld. Van Agturn will do the kicking. And it's going to go to Viner. Viner will take it out to the 25, maybe the 30. He's going to get hit about the 28, it looks like. So they'll probably place that at around the 29-yard line.
Coming out from the bottom of the pile, number 57, Theo Walls. And from Swanson Field, Logan 7 and Onalaska 0 with as a result of Damon Butler's touchdown run.
Aha.
That's a big game. That'll be a packed house for that showdown. 2 of the better teams in the MVC. The Hilltoppers versus the Rangers.
1st and 10. Wetzel drops the ball. He falls on it. I think they're going to hang on to it. It was a kind of a hard snap, and it bounced right out of his hands, it looked like.
A little low. Wetzel probably thinking, I should have probably hit that, but at least the Blue Golds keep the ball.
Second down and about 15 now. 2:15 left in the first quarter. Loss of 5 on the play. They'll set up the spread offense. Trips to the left, single to the right, man in the backfield. Wetzel looking downfield. There's the throw. Nice throw, but boy, that was almost picked off. It really wasn't anywhere near his receiver. Max Pop almost had that one.
Yeah, Max Pop, 1 interception already, and a starting cornerback, a 5'10 junior. It was actually, he was the closest man to the ball.
Yeah.
I like the spiral.
Beautiful pass, yeah.
But it was really closer to the Red Raiders than
right.
it was his own man.
Third down and 15. Same formation. There's the snap. Wetzel, this time he comes the other way. Well, he just threw it right over his man. That was intended for Max Gauger, but just threw it over him.
Max Gauger says, yeah, I'm only 5'9". You got, come on.
What are you doing? Yeah. So we're going to get a punt here. They're going to have DeAndre Davis and Jamar Davis back deep for the Raiders. I want to thank Jamar Davis for wearing a red shirt tonight. Makes him easy to find, you know. There's the kick. It's going to go, and it's going to DeAndre Davis. He'll call for a fair catch. It'll be at the 42-yard line.
Wisely done.
One of our sponsors tonight is our friends over at Bacalar's Sausage Friends. That's right. Producing quality, award-winning sausage products since 1935. Made with the finest ingredients, using recipes handed down through generations. Bacalar's products are available at your local grocery store. If you're planning a cookout, well, remember, a grill is not a grill without Bacalar's sausage on it. Bacalar's, locally owned and community involved, a fan favorite since 1935. Well, here we go. First and 10 now for the Raiders. Dual backs this time, and Van Echtern goes to the air. He's got Davis. Davis has the ball. That time he caught it in bounds.
Not a really good throw, but
they're saying it was out of bounds.
Ooh, I thought he had one.
Or now the ball is called incomplete.
Well, okay. I mean, we weren't as close to it as the ref is, you know. So
he beat Mason Viner too at 6 feet, and Davis at 6'5", but I thought he was in bounds, but I don't see much of a reaction from the Red Raiders sideline, so Dan Braun must have been right.
Second down. Snap to Van Echtern. He's going to keep it, options it out. Got some run. Oh, fumble, but I think he fumbled it out of bounds. It looks like it went out of bounds. Carrying the ball, Stephen Cross.
Ethan Roop knocks him out. Stephen Cross came out late. We had him on our depth chart early on. He didn't report to training camp early on, and he came out late, and a huge addition to the team.
Absolutely,
Great player last year too.
Yeah. So third down and 2 now for the Raiders. Minute 38 left in the quarter. Raiders now with a little bit different formation. Not so much of a spread offense with split backs. Van Echtern's going to foul. Oh, he gets nailed quickly. That Salvadelli comes storming in there.
Chasing him from behind. Shot the gap.
Nice.
And said, you're not going past me. Salvadelli, a gifted athlete, good basketball player, baseball player. Comes from a family of athletes. Younger brother starting too.
Yep, Joseph, the younger brother, Jacob. So brings up fourth down for the Raiders, and now they're going to have to kick, and I think that's Murfeld back deep for the Blue Golds.
Yeah, and
I think that's who that is.
Tristan Johnson, the punter, too. Of course, Davis was the punter. With him out, see what kind of punter he is.
The snap, and there's the kick. That's pretty high. Nice end over end. It's going to head. They're going to have to let it roll, though. And it's going to roll all the way down to the 1 yard line.
Oh, boy.
Oh, man. It couldn't go much further, could it?
Trisoni, number 4, who I had told that might not play. Was that him?
Yeah, he was leaning over and kind of waving it.
Okay, you wave it too much, it gets that white line.
It goes into the end zone, yeah.
Oh, we got a penalty, too.
Ah.
The penalty.
Yeah, back out here.
The penalty is on the Red Raiders, so I would assume it will be accepted. thrown by the umpire, too. It's marked out. Let's, Bill Leonard, let's figure this out.
We'll see. Well, he didn't point to which side it was.
Not sure what he...
Must have been against the Blue Golds.
The penalty which took place for the Red Raiders, it looks like it happened. It looks like a hands to the face penalty, so the ball is spotted at the 1 yard line right now.
Must have been against the Blue Golds then, huh?
Yes.
The call is against the Blue Golds.
Yeah.
So the ball remains at the 1.
So they'll put it at the 1.
We need a sideline reporter to tell us that stuff.
First and 10 Aquinas with the ball spotted at their own 1 yard line.
So first and goal, the Red Raiders, or excuse me, the Blue Golds will get it at the 1 yard line.
Expect them to be a little conservative too here.
Yeah. Well, when you're standing in your own end zone, I suppose you should be. Salvadelli in motion. Wetzel takes the snap, hands it to Lee. Lee gets hit in the end zone. They're going to get a safety out of it, you bet.
Yeah. Just too much gap penetration by the Red Raiders.
Yeah.
Not sure who got the safety. We'll try to get that information for you. We'll call it a team safety. How's that?
There you go, and it's 10-0 now. Central over the Blue Golds.
A defensive safety would be more applicable, I guess.
Okay.
Tonight's game is the KQEG TV 23.
Got some big games. Rivalry Sparta-Toma. Did a little spot on that today on ESPN. Logan on Alaska. And, of course, Holman and West Salem. Some big games.
Yeah, well, we were watching the, since we started late here, we were watching a little bit of that Holman game, and it looked pretty good. It was 3-0 Holman, I believe, after a field goal, 29-yard field goal by the Vikings. 29 seconds left here, first quarter.
So the Blue Golds will give the ball up again as a result of that safety with Salvadelli set to punt.
This is what you call a free kick, right?
Right. You can either punt it or kick off.
There's the kick. Davis will take it at the 35, out to the 40, 45, crosses the 50, gets it to the 45 of the Blue Golds, and he's taken out of bounds.
Yeah, good job by number 2, Mason Viner, keeping his shoulders square, his leverage, getting the tackle.
Davis tackled by
nice run back by Jamar Davis.
Davis does return it out to, looks like the 40.
First and 10 now for the Raiders. The ball placed on the 48-yard line.
Central.
Once again, they'll do split backs, receivers right and left.
One of the issues last week against Onalaska, Tom Lee told me, was giving him a short field. Well,
Stephen Cross, the ball carrier,
nice
but he's
job.
not going to get too far.
He didn't. I like that effort by the Blue Golds. Number 23, the first guy there, Ethan Roop.
Tackled for a loss on the play.
Looks like they'll lose maybe a yard. Yep, about a yard, yard and a half on that play.
But in that loss to Onalaska, the Blue Golds gave the Hilltoppers a short field much of the game.
Well, that brings us to the end of the quarter, folks, and our score at the end of one, 10-0. Central is in the lead. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back in just a little bit. Stick around. You're watching high school football on KQEG TV and KQEGTV.com. We'll be right back.
It's easy to find Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning.
Schneider Heating, Lacrosse.
Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning. Here you are.
Right now, get over $1,700 in rebates and utility credits with your new Carrier Infinity Heating and Cooling System.
Call or visit us online to ask more about our Gold Star maintenance program.
Schneider Heating, West Salem.
Schneider Heating around West Salem. Here you go.
Turn to the experts, Carrier and Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning.
No matter where.
The Castle commitment is making sure you have all the tools you need to find your next home. Our Castle Finder app is the most up-to-date home search app around. Search by neighborhoods, school districts, and more. It's the only real estate app with augmented reality. Point your phone or tablet and see all nearby homes for sale with photos and details right at your fingertips. Make your home search fun and easy. Castle Finder, available on the App Store or
See online Castle.
The Castle.
Welcome back, everybody. Rick Wilson along with Terry Erickson. Well, our score 10-0 as the Red Raiders score themselves a safety just a little bit ago.
We're in the second quarter now.
And now the second quarter gets underway, and it'll be second down and 12 for the Raiders. They are in blue gold territory.
And if you just joined us too, you wonder, where is Johnny Davis? He's injured, and Trevor Van Egtern is the quarterback.
Doing a good job too. Looking downfield, there's the pass. Oh, he just overthrew his man a little bit. Again, headed for Jordan Davis that time, but he just overthrew him.
Yeah, good coverage by Biner, but I think one of the issues I noticed last week when we were here in the Holman game was that there was really the quarterback, Johnny Davis, did not read his progressions very well. He basically just always wanted to throw to one or two people. Van Egtern is doing the same thing so far. He's not really looking at anybody but one receiver. See if he changes that.
Well, he's thrown to Jamar Davis and Jordan Davis, and that's pretty much who Johnny threw to. Well, there's a different one for you. That's Stephen Cross. He's got some open running room out to the 20. He looks like he's going in, and touchdown.
Just like when I say that, right away taking a page out of the Aquinas.
Stepped out of bounds.
Did he? Taking a page out of the Aquinas playbook where they like to throw to Aiden Lee out of the backfield. They throw to
Stephen
Cross out of the backfield, and he gets into the red zone.
Well, he stepped out at, looks like, at the 15-yard line, they're saying, so that'll make it 1st and 10 for the Raiders on the 15.
That's what he did last year. And that's what he brings another dimension, another weapon to the Red Raiders with his speed.
1st and 10. Single back this time. Trips to the right. They'll go to the back. He's almost got tripped up, gets away from him. That's Stephen Cross again, but he'll get stopped in the backfield. Doesn't quite make it to the line of scrimmage.
If we rewound that play, it was way too slow to develop. I don't think it was even designed to go to the edge, but the Blue Gold defense created some problems in the seams, and it didn't look good.
2nd down and 10. Van Egtern out of the gun. There's the snap, looking around. Got his man, that's David Hayden this time. Hayden comes back towards the ball. Interesting play, and then cuts upfield and picks up about 5 yards.
Yeah, trying to get behind kind of a convoy of blockers. Russell Heisey. We talked about him. Basically, Claire, who had such a good game. Again, the grandson of Russ Cleary, blocking for Hayden. Trying to use that form of a bubble screen.
3rd down and about 6. Ball placed at the 11-yard line. Here's the snap to Van Egtern. Hands it to Cross. Cross goes around the left side, dives for the end zone. And now they're going to say he stepped out of bounds at about the 2.5, 3, maybe the 3-yard line.
Ran past Bryce Lee, and it showed there Bryce Lee's ankle is not 100%. He normally would be out there with a lateral pursuit and quickness, and he ran right past him. Stephen Cross looking good in the first half.
So 1st and goal now for the Raiders. Ball on the 3. Van Egtern takes the snap, hands it off. And that one goes nowhere. Peter Fleming, the ball carrier, but he's hit right away and taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Wow. Charlie Langberg. Boy, we talked about Central early in this game on the first possession, how they penetrated the Blue Goals. Well, the Blue Goals, at least that play, they did the same thing.
Yeah.
Did well against the Red Raider offensive line.
2nd down and 5. Snap, and Egtern's going to carry it himself this time. Bootleg into the end zone, and it's a touchdown.
Yeah, and it's a touchdown because of a block by A.C. Riley that was the principal reason why he scored, but a penalty in the end zone.
So with 9:35 left, we're going to see what this penalty turns out to be.
I hope it's not like celebrating or just like, something that could be like, hey, guys, don't do that. I hope it's not one of those we've seen the last few weeks. It's like, oh, that's what it is. It's probably a post-play dead ball penalty on the Red Raiders. It looks to me like.
Huh.
Doesn't it? I don't know. Wish we had the.
We don't have the microphone thing here like they do for the college, so we're not exactly sure.
If that's the case, it'll be on the kickoff.
They're going to go for 2, and that was a short toss.
Yeah.
So still,
it will look like one of my tee shots right there.
16-0 the score. Red Raiders are in the lead. We've got 9:35 left, and we'll take a quick break, and we'll be back with more right after this. Stick around, everybody. You're watching high school football on KQEG TV.
From the bluffs to the river, surround yourself with
knowledge,
competition, the arts,
friendships.
Surround yourself with distinction.
Surround yourself with UW Lacrosse.
From the bluffs to the river, surround yourself with
knowledge.
At Tri-State Business Machines, our job is to keep you moving forward. We know your business depends on the reliability of your equipment. That's why we're here, to provide you with the industry's highest rated machines and the know-how to keep them running at peak efficiency. We understand the importance of quality sales, service, and support. We've been doing it for over 60 years. To learn more about what we can do for you, visit tsbm.com. Tri-State Business Machines. Move forward with us.
Welcome back, everybody. Rick Wilson and Terry Erickson. We're finding out it was unsportsmanlike conduct, and they moved the ball back to be kicked off from the 25-yard line as a penalty against the Raiders. So there we go. There's the kick. It's going to be Viner that picks it up at the 30. He'll bring it to the 35, now to the 40 as he cuts around to the left side, trying to find a blocker out to about the 40-yard line. Looks like they'll place it at the 42, give him forward progress on that one.
A little too tentative, I think, in finding a vertical lane tackled by Jacob Service, part of that special team unit. See if the Blue Goals getting a fairly decent field position can take advantage of it, keep their offense on the field here for a few minutes.
Ball's at the 42-yard line now. Here comes the Blue Golds. Trips to the right, single receiver to the left. They've got a single back. Aiden Lee in the backfield, I believe. It is. They'll hand it to Lee. He tries to go up the left side, but gets stopped right away at about the line of scrimmage.
Good block by Bryce Lee, but after that, the hole closed quickly. We've got some interesting things. The Bryce Lee, Aiden Lee, son of head coach Tom Lee, and Jacob Service, son of head coach Tony Service on the other side.
I'll be there. Here we go. There's the snap. Wetzel to Lee. Oh, Lee drops it that time. I don't think he had the ball, but he turned his head to go upfield because he knew those blockers were coming at him.
Well, he knew Andrew Teff, one of the best linebackers in the conference, I think. A 6'1" junior was right there. Took his eye off it momentarily. Result, incomplete.
Teff #2 in tackles for the Raiders.
Yeah, I like the way he plays. His dad, an outstanding player for the Blue Golds. Here he is for the Red Raiders.
3rd and 10 now. Wetzel fading back, finds Lee. Lee reverses his direction. He'll find a little bit of running room, maybe pick up a couple of yards there.
Yeah, you can see the West Coast offense concepts for the Blue Golds. We're going to see a lot of West Coast short yardage, short passing game tomorrow in Bloomington, Illinois.
You ready?
I am.
All right, we're caravanning down there.
I'm ready for a 6 a.m. departure.
Okay.
A 5:15 wake-up call.
Your flight leaves at 6.
That's a 12-hour day.
Yep, 4th down. Here's the kick. And a high, nice end-over-end kick. Jamar Davis will take it. He's not calling for a fair catch. He's going to try and run it. 15, 20, down the left side he goes. And he'll get it out to about the 44-yard line where he's tackled.
Tiptoeing on the sideline. Did I say a 12-hour day tomorrow? I meant 15-hour day.
Yeah.
6 a.m. to about 9 p.m.
At least.
How's that?
That's about right.
How's that for giving up a 15-hour day to KQEG?
No, to UWL.
Oh yeah, and UWL.
Yeah, that's who we're giving it to.
Meanwhile,
so we can bring that game to all the fans back home who are, wanting to see how the Blue Gold. And this is going to be a tough game. Illinois Wesleyan, the Titans, are a pretty good team from what I was able to read.
Wow, I did a lot of research. They actually beat Whitewater last year, 9-1, and they're going to be a formidable opponent, to say the least.
Real test for the Eagles. 1st and 10 now for the Raiders. The handoff goes to Cross. Cross will pick up about 4 yards, and he's hit, taken down. And that was Wetzel, Gavin Wetzel, I believe, on the tackle.
Wetzel and Ethan Roop, the 6'2 sophomore. I like the way he's playing in this game.
Second down.
The Rangers up 14-0 over Onalaska in the first half, and Sparta over Toma at halftime, 7-6.
Second down. There's the pass. Davis, Jordan Davis. Oh, he gets tripped up. Boy, that was nice. Looked like he was going to get away, and then Mason Viner grabs him by the ankle, and down he goes.
Tackled by the turf and Mason Viner.
Yep. So maybe got a half a yard there. It looks like it'll be 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
So the ball not quite past the 50-yard line, still in Raider territory.
Jordan Davis, 2 touchdowns going into this game.
7 minutes left in the half. Oh, almost picked off. That was close. Bounced right out of the intended receiver's hands and almost bounced right into the hands of Taylor Service.
Yeah. Drake Brindley, a backup tight end, a wide receiver. On our depth chart, first time we've called his name all year.
That'll bring up 4th down for the Raiders, and they're going to have to kick.
6'2 sophomore, number 20.
Brandon Murfeld back at about the 10-yard line to take the kick here.
Boy, is he dangerous too, and dangerous in every sport.
Haven't called his number much tonight so far. It's going to bounce right over his head, and they're going to let that roll. And again, terrible field position for the Blue Golds. They're going to be down at about the 3-yard line.
Terrible indeed. Is that fair on Aquinas Fest night to have that kind of field position? 41st annual Aquinas Fest presented by Clayson GMC, and they have to start last time on the 1-yard line, now on the 2.5-yard line. That's not fair, is it?
No,
I don't think so. Look at all these Aquinas Fest celebrating partners on the back of our program.
Yeah, but none of them sponsor our game, so we're not going to mention them, except for Schneider, of course. Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning. Wow. Bacalar's. They're on
our
sponsors.
Rick, they're on our list for next year.
Yeah, we'll talk to them next year. That's
360's on here. What do you mean?
6:41 left. Here's the get it out from under the shadow of the goalpost there. Anyway, Gavin Wetzel, the ball carrier.
I like him as a player, as a athlete, as a person. I just think he's a quality young man, and is filled in well as a starting quarterback.
2nd down and 4 now. 6:17 left in the half. Blue Golds with the ball. Wetzel directing traffic a little bit there. They'll send out trips to the right side. Single receiver to the left. Single back. They'll go to Lee. He breaks away from a defender, and he'll get the 1st down.
Oh, nice effort. Ran through the tackle of Darius Driver. Yards after contact. Yak. That's how you measure the effectiveness of a runner. And he's a small kid. That was just sheer desire getting to the 2nd level and knowing where the 1st down marker was.
DeAndre Davis brings him down at about the, looks like the 24-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Blue Golds. There's the snap. Wetzel, it looked like his intended receiver was stepping, kind of moving the other direction Ryan Schwartz was the intended receiver.
Yeah, that's a common name for the Blue Goals, Schwartz. Wonder if Big Bill is his grandfather, a good friend of mine that has had several sons playing football.
2nd and 10 now. The snap, fakes it to Lee, and Wetzel will keep it, and he'll pick up about 6 yards, maybe 7 on the play.
Good block by number 58, Charlie Langenberg.
Actually, it's at the 30.
Well, as we approach halftime now, the Hilltoppers have scored, so it's 14-7 as they go to intermission.
3rd down and 4 for the Blue Golds. 5:19 left. 2 receivers right, 2 to the left, single back. Wetzel gonna keep it looks like, and see if he can pick it up. Nope, he just gets back to the line of scrimmage and gets tackled.
I think he was looking at maybe throwing it to Aiden Lee, but didn't want to take a chance on a possible turnover, so.
I don't think Lee was looking at him.
No, he wasn't.
Looking the other direction. So it'll bring up 4th down and 2, and it looks like the kicking team will come out for the Blue Golds.
Salvadelli and his unit out to kick. And DeAndre Davis, the speedster, set to receive.
Nice kick. Davis will let it go, and it's going to roll down to the 24-yard line.
We've seen good bounces by both punters here on this
could be that because it's not as humid, you know, and it's a lighter air, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm making that up.
You are making it up. I think mainly it's because this surface needs to be replaced, and it's more like concrete than it is turf.
Okay.
According to Mike Schmitz, who says we need a new field.
Well, they were going to put one in this year, but then it got pushed back, I guess.
Yeah, Freedom Fest and all these people bring these big trucks and.
Well, now Freedom Fest is done.
I know, but they
haven't
have
had that for a year.
Well, they have. Well, they've been on here.
Yeah, they did. 10 years.
The marching
10 years,
band
right.
is on. The marching Eagles. You call them the marching Eagles? You used to be called the marching Chiefs. I don't.
No, you don't call them Chiefs.
Nope. You call them marching what?
I think they're the marching Eagles now. All right. Nice run by number 29. That's Fleming, Peter Fleming.
Yeah, we talked about him, Peter Fleming. Maybe he will get more touches in this game. 5'8", 145-pound junior.
2nd down and 2.
That's a key for any offense, getting good yardage on 1st down. Now you can do a lot of things in 2nd down and 2. 2nd down and 12 is a little bit different story.
Yeah. Out of the I formation this time. Here's the snap. Fakes it to the running back, and Bryce Lee came through and was the first man to make contact, but he got away from him.
Yeah, Bryce Lee, great penetration. Didn't make the tackle, you know, Rick, but caused disruption.
And Max Gauger made the tackle, so.
Yeah, slowed down that Red Raider offense with his penetration.
Kept him from getting the 1st down. 3rd and just inches, though.
Lee Meta, Broberg, Salvadelli, Gauger, DeRoot, Ethan Roop, all have done well.
The snap. And Egturn will run with it. Oh. I take that back. Who had the ball? Davis, DeAndre Davis.
Yeah, but the ball went.
Looked like he fumbled it and was picked up by Davis.
It was.
So it will get the 1st down.
Yeah, that's a novel way to get a 1st down.
I wonder, I saw Van Egturn running with it, and suddenly he turns around and he doesn't have the ball. And there's DeAndre Davis picking it up. So 1st and 10 for the Raiders. So it worked out. Van Egturn out of the gun, takes the snap. Hands it off to Davis. DeAndre Davis will take it up for about 8 yards.
This is a design draw. DeAndre Davis, the 5'10 senior, getting a good run as we inch closer and closer to halftime.
Getting some action in the backfield. Davis hadn't carried the ball yet tonight.
The Red Raiders started with an empty backfield. Now they've changed their formation here.
Yep, they have. Almost 2 minutes left here in the 1st half. There's the snap to Egturn. He's going to keep it this time. And he'll get the first down, bring it down to about the Blue Gold's 43-yard line.
Yeah, ran through a kind of a poor tackle by Taylor Service. He typically wraps up and closes, and did that time.
At the Blue Gold 43-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
First and 10.
Blue Gold territory.
Van Egtern taken to the air, looking for Davis. Davis catches it, but he's out of bounds.
He's well covered too by Mason Viner and Gavin Wetzel.
But he still caught the ball.
Right.
I mean, he's 6'5".
But he's out. But he's out of bounds.
I know.
So.
But I'm saying even with those two guys on him, he's still able to pull that ball down.
Exactly. But again,
I'm sure the guys weren't looking at the boundary lines
yeah.
when he was trying to catch it. You know?
Yeah, just on a strictly a go pattern, trying to jump ball. But again, Van Egtern not really looking at other receivers as well as perhaps he should.
Well, here's the handoff to Fleming. Fleming will find his way through the line, pick up about 4 yards, 5 yards on that play.
A good defensive play there by several
Fleming with the reception.
Blue Goals, including Aiden Lee.
Gain of 4.
Blue Gold 39-yard line. Here's to be 3rd and 6.
See if the Red Raiders, as we approach 1 minute, go to the air now and try to put another touchdown on the board.
3rd down and 6. Snap to Van Egtern. Spins around. He'll hand it to Stephen Cross. And Cross will get up ahead of steam and pick up the first down.
Yeah, good play selection. Faked that pass and ran the draw right into Jake Salvadelli. But a first down.
Moves the sticks. They'll place it at the Blue Gold 29-yard line.
See how well they manage the clock now.
Yeah. The clock's running again.
They have 3 timeouts left, and let's see how disciplined they are here.
Van Egtern takes the snap. He'll roll out to the right. He's going to keep it, see if he can pick up some yards, and he'll get about 5.
Wow, didn't do a very good job of getting out of bounds.
Should have gotten out of bounds.
Ricky had an opportunity to get out of bounds at the 33-yard line, and he didn't.
And we'll stop the clock, though. So we'll remind you that one of our sponsors tonight, our friends over at Battery Mart. You know, Battery Mart's not just for car batteries, folks. Why, at Battery Mart, you'll find batteries for your boat, your ATV, your motorcycle, your lawn tractor, even your snowblower. Batteries for all your warm and cold weather equipment. Battery Mart's in the Industrial Park below Gunderson Lutheran, or look for them in the yellow pages. You'll find them under batteries.
Looking at the friends of the Blue Gold Fest, we see Mike Klauke here.
Good old Mike, yeah.
You see Quick Trip and Corey Roop.
Yeah, he's got a son out there playing.
Does, yeah. Schneider,
Corey sponsored the playoff games for the Blue Golds when they baseball this year.
We'll hit him up again, huh?
Yeah.
Brennan and John and Kathy Reinhardt, good friends of mine. 3 RT Networks, familiar with that company. So I'm going to keep this in Borton, McHugh. I'm going to keep this in. It will be on our hit list for next year.
See, now you're warning them. You're warning them in advance.
Well, I'm telling them I'm making an appointment to see them next August.
2nd down and 6 now for the Raiders. 47 seconds left. The score 16-0. There's the snap to Van Egtern. He gets clobbered that time. Right in real fast comes Bryce Lee and Jack Papke.
Yeah, nice job by both those guys. Both of them big interior defensive people, and they shot the gap, and that was a big play for the Blue Goals. Got some excitement out of our coaches next to us here.
Yeah, 3rd down and about 15 now for the Raiders.
Good time for a screen, see if they do that. And sure enough, they do.
David Hayden.
They ran the screen.
Picks up about 4.
See, I've been around this game once in a while.
Yeah,
I can tell you what
you could coach.
I do coach. I went back into coaching.
Well, there you are. See.
So I went back and I'm coaching at Logan Middle School, where I coached for 18 years, retired, and now I'm back.
Now you're back. Well, I'll be darned. Well, we'll expect to see great things then out of that team.
I don't know about that, but I'm just an assistant.
Well, that brings us to the end of the half, folks. Our score at the end of the half is 16-0, but it looks like a timeout was called, so maybe it's not done.
It's not. I think our clock...
The clock kept running, maybe?
I think it's 1 or 2 seconds, says Bill Leonard as he motions. up to you and I, and motioning back to him as Bill. We don't run the clock.
It's not us. Yeah, it's not us, Bill. Somebody else.
Bill Leonard, never ashamed to say his age. I think like 82 years old.
Really? And he's out there reffing?
Uh-huh.
Wow.
And one of the better white hats, which means the crew chief in the area. And I've worked with him many years in several sports. Worked semi-pro with him, worked college with him. 82 years old, he prides himself on staying in tip-top shape, and he is. And like some people say, like, what's a guy his age being out? Well, he's got the mental approach and the physicality of a 50-year-old. That's why.
Well, let's see what Central's going to do. They put 2 seconds on the clock.
Timeout on the field by the Blue Golds.
And now the Blue Golds will take a timeout.
Blue Golds saying, let's make sure we don't let him go throw to Jordan Davis on a jump ball in the end zone.
This game will be broadcast
really?
Tomorrow
Let's
night,
not do that.
On KQEG
16-0, the score. We head into halftime. Now, coming up at halftime, we're going to see the Blue Gold dancers are going to perform, and then I think they're going to announce the winner of that big raffle here today. I think that's today. I mean, I think they're going to do it here because most of the folks from Aquinas Fest are here now. When you win, I think it's either $10,000 or $15,000 towards a new car, something like that.
You do. I'll take either one of them. I'll take second, third, fourth prize too.
Well, you should be thrilled because next Friday, we're going to be doing the Logan Central game.
I am thrilled because I have 2 grandsons on the Logan team.
I know. So you're going to get to be there to see them, huh?
And in fact, it is here. So we'll be right back in the press box. We'll be in the press box next Friday and then Saturday for the UWL home opener.
Here we go. There's the snap. It goes over the middle to Jamar Davis. Davis looking for some open running room. He's getting around the corner. Did he get it? Does he get the touchdown?
No, he doesn't.
He does.
Oh, I thought
they're saying he got the touchdown.
Well, the pylon move, but I looking the way Jim Dulce went to the pylon, I thought he was going to call him out at the 1, but throwing underneath rather than to throw over the top. Good call.
Yeah. So touchdown for the Red Raiders.
That was
makes it 22-0.
That was demoralizing.
Great play though. They went right over the middle to Davis. Davis put on some speed there, made it down to that corner.
I think everybody thought they were going to go deep, that jump ball in the end zone, but nope.
It's kind of what they were waiting for. They went underneath. You're right. So they're going to go for a 2-point conversion here. They'll try to run it right up there.
Oh, they got in too.
They did
Absolutely. They got in because of the second effort by Peter Fleming.
So at the end of the first half,
so that brings us to the end of the first half, folks, and our score is 24-0. The Blue Golds are down by 24 on Aquinas Fest here. So we're going to take a break. We'll come back with some dancers. So stick around, everybody. Halftime coming up from KQEG TV and KQEGTV.com.
Dinner tonight? Don't go just anywhere. Make it special. A fiesta at Fiesta Mexicana. Real, authentic Mexican food made fresh every single day. Quesadillas, fajitas, burritos, enchiladas, and don't forget the margaritas. Looking for a place for a special celebration? Well, Fiesta Mexicana can handle groups up to 65 people. Their party planners will help you with a special menu or a delicious Mexican buffet. They can even cater a party in your home. So make it special. Make it Fiesta Mexicana on Mormon Cooley Road at the south end of La Crosse.
It's easy to find Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning.
Schneider Heating, La Crosse.
Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning. Here you are.
Right now, get over $1,700 in rebates and utility credits with your new Carrier Infinity heating and cooling system.
Call or visit us online to ask more about our Gold Star maintenance program.
Schneider Heating, West Salem.
Schneider Heating around West Salem. Here you go.
Turn to the experts, Carrier and Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning.
No matter.
And welcome back, everybody. The award-winning Aquinas dance team about to perform for us. So let's give a listen. Our score at the half is 24-0. Welcome to Aquinas Fest.
A big hand for the award-winning Aquinas dance team.
And there you go, the award-winning Aquinas dance team performing for us tonight here. Again, we're at halftime at UWL. The score 24-0. The Central Red Raiders are in the lead. We'll take a break and we'll be back in just a little bit. Stick around, everybody. It's halftime here at UWL, and we're going to see them draw. Oh gosh, maybe we should. I see they're bringing out the barrel down here in front of us, so they're going to be drawing in just a little bit for the winner here of the big raffle. I see they even have a microphone down there.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Matt Swell. On behalf of the Aquinas Catholic Schools Foundation,
maybe we can catch this.
Here this evening that made Aquinas Fest possible. We raised some great funds today to further the advancement of Catholic education.
See if we can catch the winner here of this big raffle.
I'd like to thank our sponsor this evening, Three Rivers Technology, Bacalars, Borton Construction, Brennan Marine, Caldwell Banker, Eagles Nest, Edward Jones, Corey Roop, Fowler and Hammer, Hale, Skemp, Hanson, Skemp, and Sleek, Kirchner Custom Builders.
I see Ted Knudsen down there on the field. Ted, the principal at, or actually the president of Aquinas Catholic Schools.
Smile Care and Static Down and 360 Real Estate. And most of all, Aquinas Fest has been around for 41 years, and I'd like to give a big thanks to Clayson GMC, who's been there every step of the way with us, and is a great local business.
So a round of applause for all their sponsors that make Aquinas Fest happen.
Make a drawing for 6 winners. The grand prize winner will win $10,000 or $15,000 towards a new vehicle at Clayson GMC. I'm going to ask Ted Knudsen, president here, to make the drawing.
Ted reaches in.
This first winner will win the grand prize.
Here comes the grand prize winner.
Eugene and Marianne Raisler.
Eugene and Marianne Raisler win $10,000. Wow.
Across Wisconsin. The next prize will be $1,000 cash.
Now 1,000. Yeah, I'd take that too.
Sandy Wedling from La Crosse, Wisconsin.
There's another winner, Sandy Wedling. Wins $1,000. Comes another winner.
The next prize is for $500. Kenneth Kresge from La Crosse, Wisconsin.
Ken Kresge wins $500. When they get down to that chicken dinner, that's probably when I'll get my name called.
The next 3 winners will each receive $100 cash.
All right, another $100.
Patty Kapinski from Box Lake, Illinois.
$100 for Patty Kapinski.
Maya Weinberger.
Maya Weinberger.
And last but not least, Kurt Riley from La Crosse, Wisconsin.
And Kurt Wiley wins himself $100 too. So there you go. That's the big winners, folks, for today's raffle here, a part of Aquinas Fest. So we'll take a break and we'll be back in just a little bit to continue with our game and maybe have some stats for you. Stick around, everybody. The score 24-0 at the half, Central in the lead.
It's halftime on the KQEG TV High School Game of the Week. Tonight's game features the Central Red Raiders and the Aquinas Blue Golds. We'll return with the second half of tonight's game after these messages.
From the Bluffs,
Small family business.
That doesn't mean it's not fully staffed. Here's our sales department.
Purchasing department.
Delivery and setup.
Warehouse crew.
Quality control.
Advertising.
We've got the best in sales, service, and selection. Come on down and check out Boyer's Furniture.
You know that
Are you looking for a new home? The Castle Realty Coming Soon program allows our buyers to view properties before they hit the market. Thinking about selling? Check out Castle's Buyers Waiting program. We might already have a buyer for your home. Castle Realty is matching buyers and sellers early in the process, saving everybody time and money. Castle Realty is committed to providing an excellent real estate experience. Call Castle Realty and experience the commitment.
Join the party at the Arterial Bar and Grill. See the new look and fun atmosphere. This is the place where people come for a delicious meal and to reconnect with friends. Friday night, try their fish. Saturday night, slow roasted prime rib. Wednesdays, get a basket of wings for just $2. Choose from 13 different sauces. Appetizers like nachos or quesadillas, onion rings, or cheese curds. Breakfast on Saturday and Sunday from 8 to 2 p.m. The Arterial, a lacrosse tradition for over 75 years. Why not make it yours?
At Tri-State Business Machines, our job is to keep you moving forward. We know your business depends on the reliability of your equipment. That's why we're here, to provide you with the industry's highest rated machines and the know-how to keep them running at peak efficiency. We understand the importance of quality sales, service, and support. We've been doing it for over 60 years. To learn more about what we can do for you, visit tsbm.com. Tri-State Business Machines. Move forward with us.
1. And welcome back, everybody. Rick Wilson along with Terry Erickson. It's halftime here. Our score 24-0, about a minute away from the kickoff here. Terry, you got some stats for us. Whoa, let me turn your mic on.
Yeah,
Go
I think
ahead.
the stats really, as it often does, tells the story here on a 24-0 lead by Central. Central's really been curtailed in everything they do. Aiden Lee, who we talked about at the beginning of the game, really their speedster, and come on as a sophomore. 3 carries for only 24 yards. Their total yards, 44, 68. They have a total of 68 yards at halftime. And that is a concern with the Central Red Raiders. They've blended a little bit, as we talked about. They've been mostly their identity has been in the air, but 79 in the air, 196 on the ground, so 175 total yards for the Red Raiders.
All right, well, we're just about ready to get back underway here. Second half coming up, folks. Want to remind you that we've got all sorts of sponsors, and we certainly want to mention Blaschke Schneider Funeral Home. They've been providing thoughtful services for over 80 years, now with 2 locations, Caledonia Street and West Avenue. And before the game ends tonight, we will choose a Blaschke Schneider Funeral Home player of the game for both Aquinas and Central. Stay tuned. That'll be coming up probably at the end of the game, so end of our broadcast. So stick around for that, folks, and we'll let you know who our players of the game will be. All right?
We need to kind of get somebody to give us a gift that we would give to our players of the game each week. Can you do that now that now that you're the only one in the office?
I don't know if you could do that. Doesn't it bother their amateur status if you start giving them gifts?
It does in the NC2A level. I don't think it does.
Ooh, and they dropped that one. DeAndre Davis, it got by him, but he picks it back up. He'll get it out to about the 16, 17-yard line and get thrown back. But they're going to give him forward progress to the 16. So
Jake Popke, nice job, number 79, along with, I believe, Taylor Service.
That could be the worst field position they've had tonight. You know,
yeah, and it was because he bobbled the kickoff and it disrupted the timing.
So it'll be 1st and 10, though, for the Red Raiders. They'll have the ball on the 15-yard line. Well, make it to 16, I guess. Dual backs once again. There's the snap, and they will go to the back. That's Stephen Cross, the ball carrier. Working his way through the blue-gold line. He'll pick up about 7, maybe 8 yards on the play.
I like the block by Peter Fleming, just a seal block on the outside. Wow, that really was the reason there was an 8-yard gain on 1st down.
2nd down, and it looks like about 3, maybe 2.5.
7-yard gain on the play, 2nd and 3.
24-0, our score once again. And that's a nice run. I think, was that Alex Riley that time?
Yeah, A.C. Riley, yeah.
A.C. Riley. Right.
You know, when the linebackers and the defensive backs have to make the bulk of the tackles, you know there's an issue.
Yeah.
And fortunately, the technique and the skill level of the Red Raider back, or excuse me, the Blue Gold backs have done a nice job.
Van Egtern with a keeper this time. He'll get a 1st down and pick up about 15 yards on that one.
Again, deep into the Blue Gold secondary. That time Ethan Roop again making the hit.
Really good misdirection, though. They had the Blue Golds all moving to the other side of the field, and Van Egtern ran that way. So they really cleared out the right side, the left side of the field for him for that run.
Good teams run a lot of misdirection. Logan does that quite often.
1st and 10, ball on the 50. There's the handoff. That's DeAndre Davis, the ball carrier, and he'll pick up 4 yards on the play.
I count 4 Blue Goals in on the tackle. Good job of leverage, good job of getting to the outside. Max Gauger, the first guy to meet him.
2nd down and 6.
4-yard gain on the play. Ball is spotted at the 46-yard line. 2nd and 6.
Snap to Van Egtern. This time he goes to A.C. Riley again. Riley going horizontally across the field.
Yeah, running east and west, and the result, not much yardage, and right there.
Maybe even a little bit of a loss.
Yeah, Jack didn't see a running lane, actually. Couldn't go vertical because the Blue Golds closed the windows. Speaking of closing the windows, it won't be long and we'll be asking to close the windows here.
There's a big pass down to Davis, and almost picked off that time. Davis well covered by two blue Golds.
Yeah, well done.
Wetzel and Viner were the defenders on that, and Wetzel almost caught that one.
Yeah, double coverage. Wetzel coming over to assist Mason Viner and doing a nice job on Jordan Davis.
And you got to have double coverage on Jordan Davis, let me tell you.
And Murfeld back to receive.
Fourth down. Murfeld will be back about the 5-yard line to receive the punt. And there's the kick. Almost blocked. Gets it away. Viner's going to take it at the 10. He's going to see if he can get a run back out of this. The 15. Takes it out of bounds at about the 18.
Again, Tristan Johnson, if you just joined us, punting now with Johnny Davis out, and the Red Raider punter.
Will get the ball first and 10.
Well, Blue Golds, your fans want to see a score. And it's only right on Aquinas Fest.
Yeah. So it'll be first and 10 for the Blue Golds. They're on the 19-yard line. Let's see if they can get that for us, get that score.
First and 10 Aquinas.
We haven't really seen much from their featured receiver, Brandon Murfeld, either.
Snap. And there's the handoff. Oh, nowhere to go. Trying to go up the center there, but there's just nothing open. That was Lee, the ball carrier.
Yeah, Tristan Johnson just got done punting, came in his 3-point stance, and made the tackle.
Loss of 1 on the play.
Lee had to carry about a yard loss on the play. Second and 11.
Second down for the Blue Golds. Trips to the left, single receiver to the right, single back. Wetzel takes the snap. He rolls out to the left side. To the throw, and he's got a man. That's Murfeld. Murfeld will catch it just shy of the. Well, they're going to have to measure that. I think that looks pretty close.
I think he got it.
Could be the first down. Yeah, they're giving him the first.
Jake Service close, but not quick enough. Murfeld, that's the Murfeld I was waiting to see.
Yeah.
Featured in this offense.
Was good enough for a Blue Gold first down.
So the Blue Golds will move the sticks, and it'll be first and 10 on the 29-yard line.
Murfeld with press coverage on the outside, too, on number, I believe, 16. Max Pop, having him man-to-man.
Takes the snap, looks downfield, got a man open. Oh, but he overthrows him.
A tight window covered by two Red Raiders and just overthrown.
Intended for Max Gauger.
Yeah. Twice in a row, Max Gauger goes back to huddle and says, I told you I'm not that tall.
Second down and 10 now for the Blue Golds. 24-0 our score. We're in the third quarter. Ooh, that didn't go well.
Just a read option, trying to Wetzel trying to get some running room, and boy, it's tough running against that Blue Gold front four. At time number 64 right there. Caden Hansen is doing a nice job inside for the Red Raiders.
Going deep again. Murfeld right into his hands. There he goes to the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5, and touchdown for Aquinas.
Well, we were waiting, and finally he does it. And no flags?
No flags.
And showing his speed in his second gear, third gear, fourth gear, and a much-needed Blue Gold touchdown. What did I say about 5 minutes ago? The Blue Gold fans want a touchdown.
Want a touchdown. They got one. There you go. And it's 24-6.
Beat Max Pop just on a goal route. Max Pop saying, I need some help over the top, and he didn't get it.
I think he reached for the ball and just barely missed it, though, and it fell into Murfeld's hands, and away he went. So we'll see what they're going to do. Go for 2, probably.
I would guess. And that swinging gate.
That's exactly what they'll do. It looks like they should get it. Yes, into the end zone, and he gets it. Murfeld finds himself a lane to go through and puts it in the end zone for 2.
Max Gauger with a good block rip.
So it's 24-8. The Blue Golds are back in it.
A little excitement I see from the Blue Gold faithful down below.
Good to see.
And the Blue Gold fight song, which the first time we've heard that.
Yeah. So we'll take a break, Terry. We'll take a quick break and be back in just a moment. Our score 24-8 now. Central in the lead.
From the bluffs to the river, surround yourself with
knowledge,
competition, the arts,
Friendships.
surround yourself with distinction.
Surround yourself with UW Lacrosse.
And welcome back, everybody. Rick Wilson along with Terry Erickson. 8 minutes left in the third quarter here, and the Blue Gold score 24-8. Our score. Nice catch and run by Brandon Murfeld, and then he carries it into the end zone again for an extra 2 points. So
yeah, showed his speed on the island, didn't it?
It sure did. 24-8 now. Blue Golds will kick off. Davis and Davis deep for the Raiders. And that's going to be kind of a scrum there, or ground ball, let's say. Stopped at about the 29-yard line.
4th touchdown of the season, by the way, for Brandon Murfeld, the senior.
Dawson Fredrickson stops that one there for the Central Red Raiders.
Murfeld had the only touchdown last week against Onalaska, who, by the way, now is ahead of, Logan's ahead 14-13 in the
tight game
quarter.
over there, huh?
Yeah.
Boy. 1st and 10 now.
We're not getting an update from our other crew, though, at Holman.
Well, it was 10-0 at the half, so there's the snap and a handoff. Raiders will run that one up the left side, the right side rather, and that was Peter Fleming, the ball carrier.
Yeah, trying to get in that off tackle hole. That time Aiden Lee met him there.
33-yard line.
The Red Raiders have had good success on 1st down. Hopefully our Eagles will do that. That's one of the part of the game plan for tomorrow. In what you are telling us is going to be a rainy afternoon.
Could be. 2nd down and 1 now. Raiders take the snap out to Davis. Jamar Davis has got himself some running room. Taken down after he gains about 12 yards on the play and a 1st down.
Jamar Davis with a great block by Russell Heisey.
Then a turn to Davis
1st and 10.
Long reception. Ball is spotted at the 46-yard line. 1st and 10 Central.
Van Egtern out of the gun, single back, hands it off to the back. Here comes Stephen Cross with the ball, and a gain of about 6 on the play.
A couple pulling guards, the old Mike Anderson days, and a reasonable carry by number 34, Stephen Cross. He's been impressive, hasn't he? AC Riley has been impressive. Stephen Cross, 2 guys that were questionable whether they were going to play.
Peter Fleming.
Peter Fleming has played well.
You're going to have a tough time choosing a player of the game, aren't you?
You always put the responsibility on me.
2nd down and about 4.5, maybe 5 here for the Raiders. Van Egtern on the option. He'll keep it. Oh, maybe not a good choice. He gets taken down pretty quickly.
The seam closed quickly.
Jake
Salvadelli, he's been a principal player for the Blue Gold defense.
Max
he has
Gauger
played
in
well.
Ball is now at the 48-yard line.
3rd down and 4. Ball's at the Blue Gold's 48. Here's the snap. Van Egtern looking out the flat. Oh, he finds Jamar Davis for the 1st down. And a couple extra yards. We got a flag, though.
Spotted at the 41
It's going to be a late hit or something.
I don't know. Oh, wow. I hit to the head. I didn't see that, but Mark Dahl, the umpire, doesn't normally throw laundry unless it's justifiable. I have confidence in him. Whereas some officials just call it.
Against the Blue Goals appears to be about a 15-yard.
15-yard, yeah.
10-yard penalty.
Personal foul.
At the 31-yard
well, it's a point of emphasis when you make contact with your helmet. It wasn't malicious, by the way, but an inadvertent penalty.
So 1st and 10 for the Raiders, and that puts the ball on the Blue Gold's 24-yard line. 24-8. Five minutes and 35 seconds left, third quarter here. There's the handoff. Stephen Cross again.
Oh, did he hit that hole quickly? And he carries 3 Blue Golds with him.
Right. Through the first down. Yeah.
He just has the knack of just getting a quick jump out of that 3-point stance and hitting the hole with absolute quickness.
The run was good enough for a first down, so it is.
So it'll be 1st and 10 on the Blue Gold's 14-yard line.
Gale Sayers was one of my favorite runners way back when he would hit the hole quickly and run to daylight. Remember him?
Oh, yeah, I do. There's it over to Stephen Cross again, but that time he gets hit right away. They had Davis going into the corner over there, but apparently Eckturn didn't like what he saw.
Yeah, just ran him off, basically. Number 79, Jack Popke there. One of the guys making the defensive hit. Noah DeGroot also in on the tackle.
Snap to Eckturn. Eckturn, now he's going into the corner. He's got Davis wide open, and Davis catches it.
Ooh, just a
touchdoad.
Yeah, just a flag route into the corner, and too much soft coverage.
Yeah.
Fade pattern and late to close by Mason Viner.
He just beat his man. There's no question about it. He was kind of wide open down that corner there.
Yeah, Blue Gold coaches are not very pleased with that. Much too open.
Central will go for 2 again. 30-8 now. There's the snap. Handoff. Cross. He'll take it in for 2.
Point conversion is good by number 30.
Good blocking on the right side.
At the 4:34 mark of the
so 32-8 now with 4 minutes and 34 seconds left. And let's see. We'll remind you that one of our sponsors tonight is Schumacher Kish Funeral and Cremation Services. They've been serving the La Crosse area for over 50 years. Traditional services or prearranged funeral plans. It's comforting to know they'll be there when you need them. That's Schumacher Kish in La Crosse, La Crescent, and in Onalaska.
I should mention that when I did my Seven Rivers Sports show this week, I dedicated it to the memory of Lute Selbo, a good friend and official that's worked many games here, both at the high school and college level. Passed away a few days ago, and he is in a couple Hall of Fames, and just a great person, good husband, good father, and a big loss to the officiating world. Luther Selbo passing away last Saturday.
All right, well, the Blue Golds will get the ball back here, but it's now 32-8.
Murfeld back to receive.
Murfeld and Viner, I believe that's Viner. Back deep. And they're going to go to Viner this time. Out to the 25, to the 30. Going to try to run around the corner here, but he gets taken down. And just over the 30-yard line.
Yeah, good lateral pursuit that time by number 23, Jake Service.
Kind of looked to me like they're keeping it away from Murfeld. You think that looked that way to you?
I think that would be good strategy.
Kind of looked that way. Well, with 4:26 left now, the Blue Golds will get the ball back on their own 31-yard line. There's the snap, a little high, but he'll hand it off to the back. Aiden Lee tries to keep on his feet, but he's going to lose a yard on the play, and here's a flag.
Aiden Lee has really worked hard to try to do something, and that time
we're going to see another unsportsmanlike, I think.
Andrew Teff on the tackle.
Flag came after the play was over. Personal foul.
Penalty is against.
No, it's going to be against Central.
Didn't see that, of course, either, but it was perhaps justifiable.
15 yards.
Following that penalty, the ball is now
Late
spotted
hit,
at the 45-yard line.
Could
First
be.
and 10, Aquinas.
Now they're at the 45. First and 10 for the Blue Golds. Wetzel gets rid of it quickly. Gets knocked down. Trying to go to Viner with that one, but well defended.
Well defended. Wow, Darius Driver there, along with two other white jersey.
14 to 13. The score, Unalaska 14, Logan 13.
Second down and 10 now. Wetzel in the backfield. Moves Lee over to the other side. Got trips down to the right side. Single receiver to the left. Here's Wetzel. Raiders just came in.
A design quarterback draw.
Gosh.
And Ben Goodman says, you're not coming into my zone.
I want to correct that score, Unalaska Logan. In fact, it is Logan leads Unalaska at the end of the third, 14-13. Logan leading
over Unalaska, 14-13. Terry at the end of the third.
Quarter.
We know that already.
Did we know that already? Okay.
We did.
Yep. Third down and about 14 now, it looks like, for the Blue Golds. The snap to Wetzel. He's going to go down deep, see if he can get Viner. Viner falls out of bounds, and it's incomplete.
Well covered by number 16, Max Pop,
Incomplete
5'10"
pass to
junior.
Mason Viner. It is fourth down.
4th and 14 now, again, for the Blue Golds. 3 minutes left in this quarter, and they're going to punt it away. And Davis and Davis will be down deep around the 25-yard line for the Raiders. Jamar Davis and DeAndre Davis. Snap and a kick by Wetzel.
I think it's Salvadelli, actually, isn't it?
That was. Oh, you're right, number 6. I'm sorry. That 6 looks kind of like an 8.
It does. It does. Oh, good bounce.
Yeah, they get a good one down to about the 5-yard line almost.
See if the Blue Golds can take advantage of that.
Good kick.
Following Blue Gold punt, ball is
So with
spotted
2:55
at
left in the third quarter, the Raiders will get it back now, and our score 32-8. Central in the lead.
Red Raiders open with 3 by 1, one back in the backfield.
Oh, it gets hit pretty quick.
Wow, there's a great defensive play. I like that. He makes the play and pats the player on the head. Ethan Root. Nice job.
Yeah.
Boy, he is on his way to some post-game honors.
Second down and 10 now for the Raiders. The snap and a handoff.
Come back with the same play.
Peter Fleming, the ball carrier.
Didn't go very far, but
well, picked up about 6 yards, I think.
Yeah. Red Raider. Number 72, Bryce Lee makes the tackle. Playing with he's not 100%, but he
doing pretty good.
Gives his entire effort, that's for sure.
3 minute or third down and about 4 for the Raiders. Here's Fleming again. Coming around the right side, he'll pick up the first down.
Yeah, through the block of Ethan Roop that time. One of the few missed tackles by Ethan Roop. When you look at the running backs for the Red Raiders, Fleming and DeAndre Davis, Stephen Cross, among Russell Heisey, and I mean, there's a lot of them there. Pretty hard to key on one particular running back.
Minute 34 left in the third quarter here. 1st and 10 for the Raiders. Van Egg turn, rolls out. There's the throw to Davis. Jamar Davis will take it across the first down line, and another first down for the Raiders.
Yeah, and he moves the pocket, extends the play, showing his quickness, throwing on the run, and of course not the arm that Johnny Davis has, but choosing to throw short routes. He is.
Raiders is good to know they have a backup like that play quarterback for him. He's doing a great job.
They have another one, Andrew Tepp, too, that can show his speed and quickness and arm at quarterback.
1st and 10 again, ball out on the 30-yard line of the Raiders. And we're coming up on 1 minute left in the third quarter. Handoff again. This time to Stephen Cross, and he'll get it. He'll get the first down.
Stephen Cross, pretty durable at 6'1", 170.
Gain of 10.
Quite an asset to the Red Raiders coming out late.
First and 10 now, again for the Raiders.
Rangers hanging on to a slim lead, 6:15 to go in the fourth. And Onalaska driving on the Ranger 28-yard line.
1st and 10. Raiders take the snap. There's the handoff. Stephen Cross again. This time he's going to get taken down behind the line of scrimmage, I think. Gosh, might have made it back to the scrimmage.
Rick, that was just a picture-perfect tackle by Taylor Service.
28 seconds left in the third quarter here. Let's see if they'll let the clock run out or they'll...
Actually, there is no loss in the play, no gain. 2nd and 10.
2nd down and 10. And the Raiders will bring it up to the line. Davis, Jamar Davis, taken out of bounds at about the 50-yard line. Should bring up 2nd down and about 3.
They sure like that bubble screen, don't they? Wow.
They do.
Aiden Lee on the tackle.
Stops the clock, too, with 4 seconds left.
The Raiders have crossed midfield, or it's pretty close to the 50-yard line, or right at the 50. We'll find out in a moment.
I get a kick out of that PA announcer.
48-yard line.
Rather unique.
So it is 3rd down Central.
3rd down.
There's no... If you have a problem figuring out the game and you come here to watch your Aquinas game, when you leave, you know what's going on.
3rd down. Cross again. 1st down. Out to the 40 now. Gets it in well into Aquinas territory, and that should...
Cross with a run.
Well, they didn't roll the clock. There's still 3 seconds left. There was 4 seconds. Now there's 3.
Thought he was faster than that.
I swear that there was no time left on that clock, and I see the ref is kind of telling him, run the clock.
Yeah.
Doing the windmill thing.
See, he was.
The clock. There it is.
He
now
was faster than
you
thought.
Yeah. All right. Well, at the end of the third quarter, our score is 32-8. We'll take a break. Be back after this. You're watching high school football on KQEG TV and KQEGTV.com.
Join the party at the Arterial Bar and Grill. See the new look and fun atmosphere. This is the place where people come for a delicious meal and to reconnect with friends. Friday night, try their fish. Saturday night, slow roasted prime rib. Wednesdays, get a basket of wings for just $2. Choose from 13 different sauces. Appetizers like nachos or quesadillas, onion rings, or cheese curds. Breakfast on Saturday and Sunday from 8 to 2 p.m. The Arterial, a lacrosse tradition for over 75 years. Why not make it yours? Join the party.
Welcome back, everybody. Rick Wilson along with Terry Erickson. Starting the fourth quarter here now with our score 32-8. Just heard that West Salem lost to Holman 20-0.
These Holman's now what, 2-2 and
2-0 in the conference.
Yes,
I believe.
and
so
West Salem first loss of the year.
Yeah. That's Fleming once again with the ball. He'll get hit about 1 yard over the line of scrimmage, so he'll pick up a yard on that play.
Well, the defense that Holman showed us last week here against Central, I'm not too surprised they won, but to hold West Salem scoreless is somewhat surprising.
Yeah, I agree. 2nd down and 9 for the Raiders. Jamar Davis on a jet sweep. He's going to cut back the other direction. Finds himself some room to run. Breaks through and gets the first down.
Improvisational.
No kidding.
Jeez.
Yeah, we had a chance to watch some of that West Salem-Holman game on the internet before our game started, and I thought West Salem looked pretty solid. I'm surprised that they were unable to score.
I'm extremely surprised. I figured it would be a close game. I picked Holman by a touchdown simply because it was in Empire Stadium.
Yeah.
But Holman is showing after 2 losses as a result of some tough competition and some players that didn't suit up, they're showing that they're a formidable part of the top tier in the MVC.
Jamar Davis, the player down on the field. And while they get him up, we'll remind you one of our sponsors tonight is Fiesta Mexicana. If you're looking for good Mexican food, folks, the place to go is Fiesta Mexicana, located on the south side of La Crosse, almost out of town, south of La Crosse on Mormon Cooley Road. Great food, great fun. Why not do more than just go out to dinner? Make it a fiesta at Fiesta Mexicana.
Do they have my favorite drink in a Mexican restaurant, which would be?
Margarita?
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
They have frozen ones, or they have, just a regular one. They have good margaritas down there.
All right. Well,
I like the strawberry margarita.
So does my wife.
Oh, okay. There you are. See?
Maybe you should take her out.
All right. Be the first time she got out, I imagine, for a while. Uh-oh, fumble. Van Egtern fakes the handoff and then lets the ball go, and luckily he fell on it and recovered it.
You don't think that was because number 24 was right in front of him? Max Galgren says, I'm going to just take you down, and I'm going to fumble it instead of go down on my own.
Yeah, I'm sure that's why he did it. Yeah.
So you're saying I don't take my wife out very much? Huh? Well,
I was talking to her the other day, and she said,
maybe it's because I'm working games.
He's working all the time.
Friday nights, either officiating or broadcast.
Van Egtern now into the corner. He's got a man. Oh, what a catch. Jordan Davis going up for it again, and he catches that one, pulls it down. Single coverage that time.
Ooh, yeah.
And I believe that was Mason Viner on the coverage.
Mason Viner, they list him at 6. I'm not sure he's 6, but
Jordan Davis is 6'5" and all of that, let me tell you.
And his jumping ability, and he's on an island and one-on-one and no help over the top, and a penalty.
Coming back.
Looks like a hold possibly?
Could be.
Let's see what Bill Leonard tells us. That's what it is. Holding on the Red Raiders.
There was a flag on the field. The call was
so that'll bring it back. That's kind of a break for the Blue Golds.
I would say it's kind of a break.
Where are they going to bring it back to here? Let's see. They're going to put it at about the 39-yard line, maybe.
We haven't seen
40.
Nearly the penalties we saw the last 2 weeks. So I can tell you that.
Wow, that's going to make it 3rd down and about, about 22, something like that?
Are they going to go back, isolating Davis here on to the left side, and they're going to go back to the same play again with Viner on press coverage on him?
There's Van Egtern. Look at Salvadelli coming after him. He has to get rid of it quickly, and is that inbounds or out of bounds?
Second down.
I don't know. Official didn't.
Nope, incomplete. So that should bring up 4th down, right? Or was that was 2nd down?
Yeah, the penalty.
Yep.
Another
3rd
score to
down.
report. 4th quarter, Sparta is leading Toma 17-14 in the 4th quarter.
Oh, Sparta over Toma 17-14, 4th quarter there.
For about a decade, Toma dominated. In the last 2 years, Sparta has won.
Sparta's come back as a football team. They really have. Van Egtern now hands it off to Davis. Jamar Davis will run it up.
There's that forward toss that Brett Favre made famous.
Salvadelli.
Gets it out to the 30-yard line. They're still going to come up well short of the 1st down. It'll be 4th and about 12.
Well, if this was Logan, they'd be kicking a field goal right now.
Yeah.
And if this was UWL, guess who'd be on the field?
Yeah, Ryan Byrne.
That's right.
4th and 13.
4th down, 13 now for the Raiders. And I'm sure they'll go for it.
Yeah, they're not sure. That's why they
Yeah,
call
they're
the
gonna call a
timeout.
timeout.
You're sure? They're not.
I was. They're not. So they're taking a timeout. We'll do the same thing, folks. A quick timeout here too. Our score 32-8. Back right after these messages on KQEG
It's a
TV.
small family business.
That doesn't mean it's not fully staffed. Here's our sales department.
Purchasing department.
Delivery and setup.
Warehouse crew.
Quality control.
Advertising.
We've got the best in sales, service, and selection. Come on down and check out Boyer's Furniture.
Are you looking for a new home? The Castle Realty Coming Soon program allows our buyers to view properties before they hit the market. Thinking about selling? Check out Castle's Buyers Waiting program. We might already have a buyer for your home. Castle Realty is matching buyers and sellers early in the process, saving everybody time and money. Castle Realty is committed to providing an excellent real estate experience. Call Castle Realty and experience the commitment.
And welcome back, everybody. Rick Wilson along with Terry Erickson. About 9:42 left in this game. 32-8 our score. 4th down for the Raiders, and they're going for it. Van Egtern looking downfield. He's got Davis in the middle, but threw it behind him.
He did.
Pass is incomplete.
Like Lee had a good shot at intercepting it, but didn't quite get it.
Well, nevertheless, the Blue Golds get the ball.
Actually, it's better for them not to intercept it, because now they're going to be out at the 40-yard line, or what is it, the 30, whatever they put it at, 30-yard line.
That's exactly why Aiden Lee purposely missed it.
That's probably right, yeah. Smart guy.
Well, he's a coach's son. He knows what's going on.
There you go. 1st and 10 now for the Blue Golds. See if they can put another one up on the board. Wetzel takes the snap, fakes the handoff, and goes deep. He's going for Murfeld, but he almost threw that to Hayden. David Hayden almost pulled that in.
Boy, 3 Red Raiders not giving Murfeld a chance to get to the promised land. You know where that is, by the way, don't you?
Oh, would that be the end zone?
That's right.
Yeah. Like, wish you a happy birthday.
It was either that or, the arterial, one or the other.
By the way, you talked about the arterial, didn't you, before?
Yeah, I did.
About their wings? Oh, boy.
Great Wednesday night wings. They're good, yeah. 2nd down and 10 now for the Blue Golds. There's the snap. He's looking back. Going down the middle again for Murfeld. That time Hayden picks it off. Intercepted. And Hayden back to the 35. There's a flag. Now the 30 down to the 25-yard line.
Well, a post-exchange penalty, so the Red Raiders will keep the ball.
The flag thrown around the 45-yard line of the Blue Golds, so find out in a moment here what that's all about.
It appears to be an illegal block, and it is.
Against the Raiders.
Yeah, block in the back, perhaps. Jim Dulcie with his 2nd flag of the night.
Against Central, and that was on the return following the interception.
So they'll mark it off from the spot of the infraction, I would assume.
David Hayden is close to grabbing the headlines in this game. 2 interceptions.
Do have an MVC score to pass along.
Moves it back to the 46-yard line.
21, Logan 14. That game is in the fourth quarter. Ball
1st and 10.
Ball here is at the 46-yard line, 1st and 10 Central.
Central down, Van Egtern fading back, going down deep, looking for Davis. He's got him down at the 25-yard line. Davis beats Viner again. He gets dragged out of bounds by Wetzel.
Van Egtern with another
But
long
what a
pass
great
to
pass
Jordan
and
Davis.
amazing reception by Jordan Davis.
I think the most significant part of that reception was he adjusted. The ball wasn't perfectly thrown. He stopped, he pivoted, and he brought it in.
You mentioned early on that he keeps going to the same receivers, but it seems to be working.
Yagi to Holcomb.
If Davis catches it all the time, then you keep throwing it to him, right?
Is that like I said last year?
Kind of like Yagi to Holcomb, yeah. 1st and 10 now.
And now it's Shramsky to Speaker.
29, that's Peter Fleming. The nice run gets it down to about the 5-yard line. 20 yards he picks up on that play.
On the doorstep
to the
again.
5-yard line.
Shramsky to Speaker. Does that sound good too? S to S.
20-yard run by Fleming.
Well, we'll find out more about that tomorrow, won't we?
Cole Speaker is just one of my favorites too. He's just a quality kid, can play about any place.
1st and goal for the Raiders. The snap, and Egtern again goes to Fleming. Fleming will drag one of the Blue Golds down to about the 2-yard line. I think they'll give him forward progress to about the 2. Hey, next week we've got 2 great games. Aquinas will be at West Salem next week, and then Logan is going to be right here against Central.
Ooh, Aquinas
Two
at
good
West
ones,
Salem.
huh?
After West Salem getting beat in their first loss of the season, I don't know if I'd want to go to West Salem.
Well, I've heard they're not too crazy about you coming there.
Oh, I'm talking about the Blue Golds.
Oh, I see. Oh, I got you. Okay, I thought you said you didn't want to go.
I like West Salem. What do you mean?
It's a great town. It's a great town. And they love you. I was just kidding.
And Logan at Central.
Yeah, that's going to be a good one, huh?
Now, it will be, and we'll see if some of these Red Raiders are back for that game. We're talking.
Yeah, Johnny Davis.
Yeah, Johnny Davis and their key defensive back.
3rd and goal.
Zach Fellins.
3rd and goal now for the Raiders. Fleming in the backfield. Van Egtern. Ooh, gets hit quickly. Oh my goodness, he came through like there was nobody in front of him.
He stutter stepped, lost his balance a little bit. It didn't matter. It didn't matter because Noah DeGroot, 6'2", 200, was right there. And you're right, he never had a prayer. It's like, who is supposed to block him, guys?
32-8 with 7:10 left. Van Egtern now going to Davis again in the corner. We've got a flag. He catches it for a touchdown, so if that flag is pass interference, and it is, they're going to, I'm sure, decline it.
I think the penalty, though, is on the Red Raiders.
Oh, okay.
So I think it's offensive pass interference.
Well, let's see here.
That's
You're
what it
right.
is.
You're right.
Yeah, so apparently Davis pushed off. You know those pass interference, offense, defense are always discretionary, marginal, challenging. I mean, not always, but I'd say 90% of the time. Some are garden variety obvious. Others are like, some contact. I couldn't see what happened there, but Dan Brond made the call, so he's pretty solid. At least he saw something.
So now it's 4th and goal, and the ball on the 25-yard line. So you think they'll go to Davis again? A little bit different position, and they go to Davis across the middle, but he threw it behind him, so not able to pull that one in, and it'll become blue gold ball at the 30 or at the 26-yard line.
You know, our colleague Craig Otto, and we heard the score Sparta over Toma, but now the score, from what I see here, is Toma 22 and Sparta 17.
Is it over?
It doesn't say.
Oh, okay. Wow.
So I'm just giving you an update.
Thank you for the update.
Without knowing how much time's left. 2:41 left at Swanson Field. Logan trailing on Alaska.
1st and 10. Wetzel looking downfield. He's going deep, but there's nobody there.
Good double coverage by the Red
Apparently he
Raiders.
thinks Viner can run a lot faster than that.
Oh, yeah. I probably could have caught that, but Mason Viner's not quite that quick. His mom was, though. Was she ever an athlete? Oh. Yes, she was.
2nd and 10 for the Blue Golds.
I hope she watches this rebroadcast.
The snap. Time out into the flat. Oh, and Lee gets hit. Wow, did he get hit? He didn't quite pull that ball in, and he gets hit big time by Max Pop. We could say he got popped, huh?
Yeah, he got popped by Max Pop, is right. And actually bobbling the ball is what created that. If he'd have caught the ball, maybe been able to go by Max Pop, but
he would have seen it coming. He was trying to see the ball instead. 3rd down for the Blue Golds.
The Red Raiders have kind of taken that swing pass away from the Blue Golds. We saw them have a lot of success with that against Pacelli.
3rd down. Snap to Wetzel. Again, looking downfield. He's going to have to scramble. He's going to run with it. See if he can get the 1st down. No, he's going to come up short by a couple of yards.
I like that run by Wetzel. I don't like the fact that he's slow getting up. His teammates, 6 of them around there saying, please get up, and he did.
He did.
And my friend Jerry Thompson just said 4 words to me on a text, and you know what those words were?
Hogan loses?
Lost.
Oh.
Don't need to say any more.
That's not 4 words, though.
4 letters, I'm sorry. Did I say words?
I thought
God, I'm getting tired, I guess, here with... one of the reasons is this game started a half hour late.
Yeah, that's right.
So I'm usually in bed at 9:30.
I'm sure, yeah.
And here it's 9:30, and I'm still sitting here with you.
Past your bedtime. Oh, my goodness.
Of course, when you got to get up at 5:15 tomorrow.
1st and 10.
Whatever happened to Saturday sleep is.
We don't get to do that. It's football season.
Next week, when we come here for the Eagle opener, I'll be involved in the Alzheimer's walk at prior to coming and getting ready for their game.
Great. 1st and 10. Wetzel again looking for a receiver, and nope. Intended for Viner.
Yeah, one-on-one coverage. Pop
knocked away by Pop.
Viner.
Yep.
Pop's played well. Made one mistake and gave up a touchdown to Murfeld, but he's redeemed himself.
2nd down. Central 32, Aquinas 8. We're in the 4th quarter here, folks, with 5:46 left in the game. Blue Golds with the ball. 2nd down. Fakes the handoff. Wetzel going to try and do something with it, but he gets back maybe to the line of scrimmage.
The key thing now with this game out of hand is to keep Wetzel safe.
Keep him healthy.
Cahill Mock, first time we've called his name, 5'8", 150-pound junior making a hit. Keep all the Blue Golds healthy as we approach 5 minutes to go in this game.
3 minutes and 10 seconds left. 3rd down and 10. There's the throw by Wetzel. This time it's caught and a 1st down. Max Gogger.
I like the route, too. He found the seam and got a 1st down.
1st and 10. Blue Golds move it into Red Raider territory. 5:07 left in the game.
The last time I said the Blue Gold fans wanted a touchdown, it happened.
And they want another one?
I'll say again, the Blue Gold fans want a touchdown.
All right. Let's see if we can do it again. Hand off. No, not that time. I think Matthew Rudeman. No, who is that? Is that number 20, Matthew Rudeman?
Yeah, Rudeman, yeah.
Is that a 20 or an 8?
Malachi Potts at 230 pounds makes the hit. Malachi looked down at him after he made the hit, and his teammates said, get away from there.
You got the binoculars. Is that a 20 or a 28 in the backfield with Wetzel? I want to get it right.
Give me a second. 20.
It is, okay. Whoa, throws that one to Murfeld. Couldn't get it, though.
Matthew Rudeman.
Okay.
You remember his sister played basketball for the Blue Golds.
Absolutely.
Outstanding athlete.
3rd down and 11 now. .423 left. Blue Goals with the ball on the Raiders' 46-yard line. Wetzel scrambles, looking for a receiver. Pulls up, he's going to get taken down for a loss. They'll lose about 5 on that play as he gets sacked.
A coverage sack tackle by Dawson Fredrickson. His brother, great baseball player at Central, graduated last year. Mom and Dad, friends of mine. Dad, the funeral director at Jan Fredrickson Funeral Home. Did you know that?
Sure. That's where I know that name.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is 4th and 16.
4th and 16.
A potential sponsor of our broadcast. I'll make that call.
4th and 16. There's the snap to Wetzel. He's going to have to scramble with it, but he'll get taken down back at the line of scrimmage. So it's going to go over to the Raiders, and they'll have decent field position in blue gold territory.
Yeah, number 57, Theo Walls, caught him from behind, a sophomore.
A wonderful evening of great food and spirits, terrific auction items, and live music.
Well, looks like they're going to place it in Raider territory, just over the 50-yard line. So 3 minutes and 34 seconds left. We'll see if Central probably run the ball, do you think?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes. I would load the box if I was the Blue Goals, because even though they're in 3-by-1, they're going to run the ball.
There they do it.
Figured maybe we would see Andrew Tepp in at quarterback now as
new ball carrier, though.
The game's out of hand.
That's Phillips.
Phillips with a 2-yard gain on the play.
Drillius. 5'10" sophomore. You know where he grew up?
No, I don't.
He grew up at the Boys and Girls Club.
Ah, gotcha.
He's in my office daily.
Oh, one of those. Okay. 2nd down and 8.
For good reason. For good reason.
You go to Phillips again. This time he gets hit back at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, number 72, Bryce Lee.
They'll give him a yard on the play.
Phillips with a 1-yard gain.
Drillius Phillips.
Just
a great
at
kid.
The 47-yard line of the Blue Gold.
5'10", 200-pound sophomore. 3rd down now and 7 for the Raiders.
6.
Clock down to 2:30.
See if they can get a first down and then eat the clock. A little bit of confusion, I think, on the play, too.
Van Egg turn. Waiting for the ref to start counting. There it goes. Here comes the snap. So a little clock management going on as Phillips takes the ball for another 4 yards on the play.
I would think they would go for it on 4th down, not to look to get a score, but to get the first down, 4th and 3.
So it is 4th.
Yeah, they'll just do that just to keep the clock running. 4th down and 3. Van Egtern's still in at quarterback.
Good teams manage the clock well by waiting for the back judge to start counting.
And there it goes. So here comes the snap. Again, they go to Phillips. It looks like he'll get the first down.
Yeah, not by much. It depends on where it was spotted. It looks like it was spotted right at the first down marker.
I think it's just over it. I think he's going to get the first down here. And
if that's the case, this game is over.
It's in the books. Yep, it's first down. They're moving the sticks.
Well,
so maybe you want to think about that player of the game now. Huh?
4 plays, use the clock, maybe 3 plays.
Take a knee, take a couple knees, and you're done.
Take a knee, and everybody enjoy the rest of the evening.
So you want to do our Blaschke Schneider Funeral Home player of the game?
Give me a little bit.
You need a little more time, do you? It's Phillips with the ball. He'll pick up a couple of yards. 2nd down and 8.
Elementary school students are working hard.
Clock ticking with 43 seconds left. Once again, next week, folks, we'll be at West Salem. Aquinas at West Salem will be game 1. Game 2 will be Logan at Central. So a couple of great games coming up next week. You can watch them live as they happen at KQEGTV.com, or you can watch the playback on Saturday night at 6 o'clock.
Yeah, and I'll be here with you for the Logan Central game, right?
Yeah, 2nd down and 8. Oh, bad snap, and Van Echtern has to fall on it. That's just going to let the clock run out anyway. So
I'm ready.
Okay,
for my
go for
players
it.
Of the
Tell
game.
me who they
for
are.
For the Blue Goals, Ethan Roop played extremely well on defense.
Oh, okay.
Bryce Lee, I think, also playing with a little bit of an injured ankle, played well on both sides of the ball. I'm going to go with those two, and 3 players for the Red Raiders. Johnny Davis, of course. His ability to corral the ball and
you mean Jordan Davis?
Jordan Davis.
Johnny wasn't in.
Yeah, it is late. Jordan Davis. Sorry about that. His ability to run routes and catch the ball played extremely well. I think Trevin Van Echtern too, filling in at quarterback. I'm going to go with him as another player of the game. And my 3rd player of the game is the guy with 2 interceptions, David Hayden.
David Hayden had
number
a great
8.
Night. Yeah.
So it was enjoyable. I thought the officials did a good job. Kids played well. Aquinas suffering a loss, but playing respectable, and that's the key word that the Blue Goals are looking to accomplish. They played well, and it was a fun game in front of Aquinas Fest fans, and I'm looking forward to being back here in 1 week.
Thanks to all of our sponsors tonight: Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning, Fiesta Mexicana, The Arterial, Schumacher Kish, Boyer's Furniture, Castle Realty, Tri-State Business Machines, Battery Mart, Bacalar Sausage, and Blaschke Schneider Funeral Home. Thanks for making it possible for us, folks. Again, the final score from UWL here. The Blue Golds lose it tonight. Our score, Central 32, and the Blue Golds 8. So thanks for watching, everybody. High school sports, football on KQEG TV and KQEGTV.com. Till next time, for Terry Erickson, I'm Rick Wilson. Good night, everybody.
You've been watching the KQEG TV High School Game of the Week. Tonight's game featured the Central Red Raiders and the Aquinas Blue Golds. The High School Game of the Week is made possible by our sponsors, like Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning. Your comfort is their business on Southwest 2nd Avenue in Onalaska. Schumacher Kish Funeral and Cremation Services in La Crosse, La Crescent, and Onalaska. Boyer's Furniture, quality furniture at affordable prices on South Avenue, La Crosse. The University of Wisconsin La Crosse. Surround yourself with distinction. Surround yourself with UW La Crosse. Fiesta Mexicana. For great Mexican food, make it a fiesta at Fiesta Mexicana. Mormon Cooley Road on the south side of La Crosse. Blaschke Schneider Funeral Home, serving the Cooley region since 1929. Battery Mart, with batteries for your car, boat, ATV, motorcycle, even your snowblower. Battery Mart. Bacalar Sausage, making quality sausage products since 1935. The Arterial Bar and Grill at 16th and Jackson, La Crosse. Tri-State Business Machines, your #1 choice for office equipment in Onalaska. And by Castle Realty. To buy or sell your home, experience the commitment at Castle Realty. Thanks for watching high school football on KQEG TV and KQEGTV.com. You've been watching the KQEG